So I think a lot of people say that our community is not good with newcomers, and I agree. And a lot of people are wondering about the solution, and they're just like, well, we have to treat people nicer. And obviously, yeah, but the thing is, the problem is still here years later, and it seems that we don't have an actual solution for it. And maybe we won't, but there are things I think we can do to make things better and keep the retention rate like significantly higher than it is right now. So I think the solution is more difficult than people think. I mean, it's great to be nice to new people and lead them in the right direction, give them advice, but ultimately, like, we can do better, I think. So that's not a solution, I would say. It's something that should be an expectation, is to not shit on people who just join the site. I think it's happened a lot in the past, and that's why people leave. That's why the site has a bad reputation, and we need to do better because that's not something that it should be an expectation for people to be nice to new people, not a solution to a problem. So the truth is, we don't have a lot going on right now to retain them in terms of events. MKB is a competitive MK site. It's not like MKW.com. That's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because MKW.com wasn't only just competition based. So like, there are members on that site who just like kind of hung around and did like the site was like able to like have a decent amount of stuff that wasn't like solely MK based, and like that kept some people around. It made some people like more focused on the forum than the game, and like some people are more friendly because of it. I'm not saying that MKW.com was perfect. It was far from that. I think we had a very big disconnect with the administration, but at the end of the day, I think they did a little bit of a better job. But here's how I think we can do a better job. So, would you be on MK boards if you didn't have anything to do on it? So the way I see things right now is you is if you want to have something to do on MKB, you need to be in a clan. But the thing is, being in a clan is actually difficult for new people on the site because, like, let's be honest, new players are like generally worse than the average person who's already on and found it. They found it later. They probably didn't care as much, honestly. If they're just joining now, it's like, oh man, that sounds cool. Let's do it. That doesn't mean we shouldn't want them. We should want them. But the truth of the matter is that they probably aren't like up to the level that most people in teams are, but there's really nothing they can do at this point because from a clan perspective, like, it's not an optimal decision to take people that are like just going to weaken your overall ability. It just isn't, and we can't naturally change that. So you can say that we need to make teams more accessible, but how? The new members, like, there's not much incentive to take them, especially if you're like in a higher up team that gets a lot of requests. But there's just no feasible way to actually take them and make it an optimal decision for your team. So if people can't get into a team, what do we have for them? And the answer seems to be nothing right now. This is why I think we need to actually have more solo racer tournaments, whether it be FFA style stuff, UML team circuits, or FFA circuits, even like the MK solo ladder, stuff like that. Stuff to do for new people without having to be in a team first is actually really important. It's something that is just not happening frequently at all. And if it helps the retention rate at all, like, more people may eventually get into teams later if they don't feel pressured to join one to like be able to be a part of the basic activities of the site. So like, another thing to consider is some people don't even want to join teams to begin with. They just want to find better races with people. But I think we're not doing a great job at even getting them what they want at this point. So that's something we need to definitely keep in mind. So when do we do this stuff though? Because like MKU Sundays, I feel like we need this. It's kind of the backbone of our community right now. Like, everybody's in MKU. I think that's something that's absolutely necessary to maintaining the good things that we have going right now. So like, I'm planning to discuss MKU tournaments and another, but like the formats and stuff, but in another video. But for now, we have a question. That's Why Way Saturday. A small percent of us play WL in the 8 community. I'm gonna do it next season, but like a decent amount of us do it. But a decent amount also do it because we don't have anything on Saturdays to begin with for deluxe players. Why not host stuff for people not in WL? Like, we're effectively creating a vacant day on the weekend that probably a lot of people would be down to play stuff on, but we just don't use it. And that would honestly be the perfect time to experiment with different tournament formats that would maybe entice new people to actually want to stick around and join in something. Maybe they'll want to learn that way and play that way. So the thing is, like, I'm not trying to create an overlap or anything, but just from a logical perspective, we are kind of wasting an entire day of the weekend, like literally half the time, by not offering anything at all. So this way, if like we don't do stuff on Saturday, we don't have to sacrifice the steady and safe MKU that is always going to be a consistency in our community. So I guess the takeaway for this video is if we were to start hosting things on Saturday more frequently, it could maybe even like up to double the amount of events we run, and perhaps be motivation for new people to want to actually enter stuff if we advertise it well. So just some food for thought. That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching as always, and see you later.